So I know I'm late. I'm late to this subject. I know I am. I've been busy and insert excuse here, insert excuse here, insert excuse here. But we're here now. And if you don't know, if you I mean title show said it at all, but Johnny Somali has finally had his court date. Happiness, right? Just that happy, energetic feeling just jolts through your body, like, yeah, heaven. But anyway, let's get to it. Obviously, we're going to be reacting to the YouTube channel Legal Mindset. You know, he's been covering Johnny's issues in South Korea for a while now, and you know, anything that has to do with like the court or his case or any like lawyer type shit that needs like anything. Well, he's just been covering it. So link to his channel, link to his video will both be in the description below. Be sure to check him out. But let's get to this because I'm kind of excited here. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see how screwed he is. You know what I'm saying? How screwed McDuck he is. But anyway, as always, link to Legal Mindset's channel and video will both be in the description below. So be sure to check it out. Let's get it.
So let's get into the presentation. I'm just going to go through it and then I'll hit everything. Now, a lot of people are getting this confused today. So I want to make sure I'm very accurate for you guys because a lot this is confusing.
Right.
So if you are confused about what went down and what happened, pay very close attention to what I'm going to say today.
Okay.
Because this is very, the details and the procedure is important. And what is going to screw Johnny is that he has no idea about the procedure. We're going to explain it today on this stream because he's been talking all sort of smack like he knows what's going to happen. In fact, this is a great one. I'm going to play this clip. He said he was going to go to court and plead insanity. I'm not making this up.
He has a clip of Johnny saying he's going to go to court and plead insanity. Obviously, that can be sent to a judge since you have a clip of him actually saying it. But hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Let me pull this up here real quick, right? Yeah, so he said he was going to go, look at this. This is from his drunk stream. He said he was going to make a plea of insanity. Let's watch this.
When I go to the judge
Is he wearing a MAGA hat too? Yeah, he's wearing a MAGA hat.
His drunk stream. He said he was going to make a plea of insanity. Let's watch this.
When I go to the judge tomorrow and say, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm mentally ill.
By the way, he was drunk, and I believe he made a comment that he might have been high / on pills. So this is, by the way, all this is going to be saved. I have all of this. It's going to the prosecution. Don't worry, guys.
They can test him, and if they find any drugs in his system, like drugs are banned, you know, and say pretty much all the party drugs and stuff like that are banned in South Korea. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure he's on something he shouldn't be on. And if they decide to test him for any reason, he's screwed. Also, they got you in 4K admitting that you're going to fake a plea insanity. Like, how stupid do you have to be to do that? How stupid do you have to be to give them a reason to just lock you up for good? That's crazy, bro. That's funny, but yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I have a bipolar disorder. And what may I do? I left my medication in America. I don't know what's happening, Your Honor. Please help me. I am a psychopath. I plead mentally insane.
Yeah, he is psychopath, bro. But he's not mentally insane. He's just retarded. He's just dumb, and he thinks he's clever. Look at him. He's looking like, yeah, that'll work. Yeah, no doubt that'll work. It'll be perfect. I'm gonna do that shit like and get out of all this trouble I'm in.
And they say, okay, go home with a fine of $500.
Nah, bro.
What is this gonna say?
Well, I think I'm that ninja he was talking about because he was just like
I like how I like how my Legal Mindset said ninja. It's just funny to me.
He was pretty much coping and seething and targeting me his whole stream last night. What What I'm going to say is that didn't happen, Johnny. You're stuck here. You don't even have your next trial date to even plead guilty or whatever the hell else you want to do. You don't even have that for another month. And then it's going to be way longer until this trial is over, even if you plead guilty.
Wait. Why does he sound like Johnny has more than one trial to go to? Does Johnny have more than one trial to go to? Oh, shit. Cough. Anyway.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good to see him just absolutely get smacked in the face, realizing he knew nothing. That's what you get when you get law advice from Hank. Let's get into the recap. And I'm going to start from the beginning of my PowerPoint. So he was 1 hour late. He lied to his lawyer. He said he was going to get there in 15 to 20 minutes. He took an hour. He also said he had a stomach ache.
Wait. He was an hour late to his own court case. Does he not know the severity of his situation?
And when he showed up, he was clearly intoxicated and or hung over something. And what I have a little hypothesis that perhaps his lawyer saw him or heard him and was like, yo, you need to sober up. That's a little hypothesis. He was not looking good. He was not looking good at all.
So he was faded?
So 1 hour late. And of course,
he was fooged up. So not only are you late to your own trial, but you're also under the influence. It's funny. That's funny. That is funny. That is good news for us.
He comes in. Let me skip the MAGA hat for now. It's Johnny and Hank forever. Okay, so they're together, and you could have sworn they were so close together, Johnny and Hank, that you could have sworn they were holding hands. I mean, really, there's an attachment going between those two. Now, mind you, it has been confirmed they live together. And
Johnny's probably scared out of his mind, and Hank has been there his whole time like, it'll be okay, baby. It'll be okay. I mean, like, minus like the baby stuff, but like he's probably there trying to comfort him the whole time. So of course they're gonna be close, but like, it's funny.
One little surprise in the proceedings, which I didn't mention, I wanted to get a laugh. I didn't mention this, is at one point during the trial, they ask you your address in Korean, and Johnny didn't know it. He's like, oh, I live in Songpa, in this area. I don't know where it is because I don't know, I don't know. And then they ask him, well, do you know the apartment number? And he goes, I don't know Korean. And this is great. Mm-hmm. This is great. So he says, do you know the apartment number? And Johnny says, I don't know it in Korean. You know what the judge says? Say it in English. Because the judge understands numbers in English. Understands 1 and 5 and whatever else, right? I'm not going to dox them, I'm not going to dox the Jamshil office tel they live in. I don't want to give away anything or violate any TOS or anything. I'm just saying, like, he couldn't even say numbers. This guy was clearly coming off as an idiot. And you saw the judge was...
Johnny
the judge is a master.
Johnny couldn't say numbers? So he's late. He's under the influence. He can't even say numbers or anything to like defend himself or participate in the trial in general. This guy's like digging his own grave.
Master of not giving away their expression. They're a master of not wearing it on their face. But you could tell he thought he was an idiot, right? The way he said it is the words. But they were definitely attached to the hip. And one other thing was, let me go here. Johnny's outfit. His suit looked like this. He was wearing a white suit.
Look how oversized that is.
Like 3 sizes too big. It was clearly Hank's suit. He was clearly wearing Hank's suit. It was like a white suit. It was absolutely hilarious. And beyond that, let's go back here for a second. He came in a MAGA hat. Now, once again, Whether or not,
Is that the
like, I don't
Chinese
care about
flag?
people's politics, whatever.
Is that the Chinese flag behind him? So he came in with a MAGA hat and has a picture of the Chinese flag behind him, and while he's wearing blonde hair. Like how? Okay.
He's doing it as a stunt. He doesn't believe in any politics, by the way. He uses, whatever politics try to benefit him. He came in a MAGA hat. He was told 3 times to take the hat off. And by the way, before we came, I actually told Atozi behind the scenes, I'm like, bro, I know you're a hat dude.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Atozi was there. Not Atozi. Well, he says Atozi, so I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it. But Atozi is that other person that I've been doing reactions of when it comes to the Johnny, especially when it comes to the Johnny Somali case. Atozi it's like, I thought it was pronounced, or I thought it's spelled A, like letter A, and then 2, and then the letter is Z and Y. So I thought it was like a 2Z or A to Z, but I don't know. But I guess you can just pronounce it as Atozi. That's what Legal Mindset said.
Dude, but like, you can't wear your hat in the court. And he's like, oh, I got it. We're cool. So he took off his beanie. And by the way, Atozi is like a totally different guy without his hat. I wouldn't recognize him. Totally different guy. Cool guy, though. I love it. So, our crew has the hats off. No, and I don't wear a hat. But some other guys do. And he comes in wearing the MAGA hat. The bailiff tells him to take it off. He proceeds to cross the barrier, because there's a barrier where the audience is and the lawyers are. And he's trying to look back at me, and he puts back the hat back on. And I swear to God, the bailiff almost took it off his head, almost slapped it off his head.
So they tell him to take his hat off. He takes the hat off, but he's putting it back on as he crosses the barrier. Did he not realize that they meant like take the hat off and keep it off while you're in this area? Especially since it's like, I mean, maybe not especially, but like it's not even, it's like it's a MAGA hat and you're in South Korea. And anyway, but did he just not understand that? Like, how dumb can he be? Oops.
It was bad. He then proceeded, in the midst of this, to try to sit where the interpreter sits. And they kept explaining to him, no, you need to sit over there. He also kept fumbling with this water bottle, and they're like, don't do that. And his hands were in his pockets, which in Korea is super rude. So he kept his hands in his pockets while he was speaking. And when he went up to go forward, there's kind of the bar, where there's a little, wooden structure that kind of blocks the audience from the lawyers and everybody else. We call it the bar, right? Because it blocks you. It's like a little gate. Hank was trying to go with him. You could tell there was a serious, like, near romantic look in his eye of like, I just can't quit you, Johnny. And he wanted to go forward. But the thing is, Hank can.
Don't leave me alone, Hank. I just can't quit you, Johnny. I just can't quit you.
Barely speak regular Korean, much less English. His
What the hell is
mastery
regular
of
Korean?
both languages is questionable. You have to.
Are there like different, is dialect the word I'm looking for? Are there like different types of Korean language for him to be able to say regular Korean as if Hank speaks a different type of Korean?
Qualify as a court interpreter. You have to have a high level of fluency. They test you, and you also have to make certain oaths that you're competent, that you've experienced, and that whatever you say, if you say it wrong, you can be held liable. Right?
Right.
So Hank wanted to be his guy, but he couldn't. And Johnny was like giving this longing look. They had this weird exchange where they looked at each other. It was very, very weird. But overall, his body language and trying to wear that hat multiple times was extraordinarily rude. And that's how he started off. All right. So I got that. Okay. Ramsey came in the door. And the first thing he does so he doesn't see me right away because I'm in the back corner. And I wasn't facing him. I was facing forward.
Right.
And so Hank, walks in behind Johnny. And I think he's used to that. And he's looking at the other people. They're all looking around. And Hank is himself. But Ramsey looks at me and he does this face. He looks directly at me and does that.
Why?
And he really thinks he's getting off that day. I think he really thinks he's getting off that day. He
really must not know the severity of his situation. He's getting ready to be sentenced. He could do possible jail time. And it's not like this is Japan where they're just going to give you like a fine and let you go. Or at least that's what we, the audience, are hoping, right? But he has like no sense of severity. Like this does not, like he doesn't know the position he's in. Or he's just trying to add to his insanity plea. I don't know.
And he's super giddy. He's like excited. He's like, oh, everyone's here for me. I'm the center of attention. Yeah, yeah. He's like a child, literally a child. So he goes up. He's sitting next to his lawyer. Everybody's looking at him. The bailiff, his defense lawyer, the judge is looking at him, the stenographers, the media.
So they all saw him make that little dumb face towards Legal Mindset.
He looks at me and sticks his tongue out. Looks directly at me and sticks his tongue out. Crazy. And everybody sees it. The judge saw it. Right? And it's like, all right, Ramsey. And I was laughing. I was like laughing my ass off because I'm like, I'm not on trial here, buddy. You are. Right?
He messed up, bro. Like Ramsey Khalidi Ishmael, aka Johnny Somali. That was another huge mistake. Like, oh my God. But it's good for us. But it's like the fact that he is this stupid to do all these small things that add up, all these different things. Like, in my opinion, it's not willful. I don't want to say it's willful ignorance. It's more like I'm astonished at how stupid he is. I'm just astonished. Like, I didn't believe people were this stupid.
Right? I can laugh. I can do what I want. Now I can't be loud or disrespectful, but I can smile. I can do whatever I want in the galley, as long as it's not loud or disrespectful.
The galley is the audience.
But he, on the other hand, he's the one on trial here. He's the one that's got a potential criminal sentence for a lot of years. So here's what happened.
What's up?
He starts thinking he's going to walk out of here. And as soon as the judge starts asking him questions, he realizes, oh, fuck, this is real. And he goes 100% shocked Pikachu face. It was night and day. You could see he was laughing, thinking he was going to get out of things. Shocked Pikachu face. He was just hit with a ton of bricks. And there was a point at which, when they were going over the charges, which we'll go over in a second, we're going to really explain the charges. I'm going to really explain this carefully for you guys.
I just like the fact that like this boy, Johnny Somali, aka Ramsey Khalid Ishmael. I just like the fact that this boy is like, yeah, I'm gonna get away scot-free. Nobody can touch me. I'm invincible. Blah 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 blah. And then it's like, you think you're invisible, and so you like run around doing all this stupid shit, but everybody sees you. And so when you're sitting there gloating how invisible you are and how you can do anything, somebody's just sitting there staring at you like, "Are you okay, my guy?" And then it's like you realize you've been visible this whole time, like, and everybody has seen you. And so like the color drains from your face, and you become so like out of it that you don't know what to do. That's what I imagine happened.
When he realized his own lawyer didn't know about one of the charges that's against him in the Eastern Court. The new one that I covered, that only I covered, that he said I was making up or whatever, they didn't know about it at all. He didn't.
The Eastern Court? So he does have to go to another court? Okay, but like, hold on. Your lawyer is supposed to know about all of your charges so that they can prepare to defend a defense against said charges. So if the lawyer doesn't even know anything about one of the charges, then there's no way for the lawyer to prepare a defense against that charge. So he could be royally screwed, which is good for us, again.
He didn't know about it. He had no information, nothing printed out. He's found out, baby. He found out.
He effed around and found out.
So that's why the next trial is on April 9th. By the way, the next date for the trial is April 9th. I told you guys this was going to be spaced out over months. And on that day, all he will do is choose whether to plead not guilty or guilty to the next obstruction charge. We do not know what that obstruction charge is for. Now, I'm going to explain to you what the other charges are for, because it's very, very important that you guys know accurate information about the charges. Okay? But before we get to that,
what's up?
Let's talk a little bit more about his shock Pikachu face here real quick.
Let's,
because it wasn't just limited to talking about the charges. Mm-hmm. He didn't know his address. He also lied to the judge. He said he was a student. So they asked, what is your job? He said he's a student. Okay? He said he's a student. And now Johnny Somali.
But he's not a student. He's a YouTuber. Like if he was a student, he would have like a student visa or like at least a student ID or something. Like why say you're something that requires proof of ID?
Is being very flippant. Number one, where is he studying? Show me anywhere he's studying.
Right. Nowhere.
But he's being very flippant about working. And I'm going to show you guys what he said about working in Korea and how he thinks he doesn't care and it doesn't matter and he's going to work no matter what they say.
There is no way he's this. His stupidity continues to skyrocket and I am amazed.
Watch this. Watch this clip of him. This is from his...
Like if this was Dragon Ball Z and Ramsey Khalid Ishmael, aka Johnny Somali, had like a stupidity level, like a power level, but it was like a stupidity level. This would be that moment where it's like, his stupidity level, it's over 9,000. What 9,000? Yeah, this would be that moment. Excuse me.
Drunken, once again, his such a good idea, 3 a.m. drunken stream. Look at this unhinged man. This man is mentally broken. This is a man that we have crushed his soul.
Yo, that's crazy eyes right there. That's crazy eyes for real.
Soul.
Make bread. If these niggas lock me in the country, I'm gonna make bread. I don't give a. Send that shit to the prosecutor.
We will, Johnny.
He's fucked.
We will. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, little buddy. Don't you worry, little buddy. We got you.
Live stream donators, they gonna get in rich and oiled because they feel bad that I've been locked here. Niggas snitching. Johnny Somali is making money. Yeah, bitch, don't lock me in the fucking country, Korean corrupt government.
I wonder how the judge and prosecutor are going to feel about being called corrupt.
I was just about to say, did he call the Korean government corrupt? Oh, this just keeps getting better and better. Not better and better as in like he's successfully mocking the Korean country. No, not like that at all. But like better and better as in like he's digging a hole for himself. Like he's making such a bad image of himself that this is live. Now Johnny Somali is someone who has been hunted, you know? Like he's someone who has been that was called a golden goblin, which is like from a game, and like it's a goblin that if you hit or punch, you get a lot of money from. So basically, the South Koreans were saying that Johnny Somali, aka Ramsey Khalid Ishmael, is somebody that if you find him and hit him, you're bound to get a lot of money or a lot of followers or a lot of subscribers from it, whatever. You're bound to get money because of it. So, as someone who has been hunted before, you would think that he thought that people were still watching him. So why say all this, even if with the possibility that people are watching you? And I go and report this. Like, how dumb can you be?
If the government don't want me to work, I'm not working, I'm streaming. That's two different things.
No, it's not. If you're making money, if you're providing services and making money from it, you are both a hoe and working. You're a working hoe.
No, it's not.
I could be in Home Depot or selling my bouillon.
What the fuck?
He is doing the latter. I mean, he's in Hank's place. So Hank has stated his price. So we know
this guy is just ragging on Hank and Johnny.
He's doing the latter.
That's that's working. Shut the up. Nigga, I don't give a.
See, so this is, yes, that's Johnny Somali. And his quote about, he's going to do whatever the hell he wants to do. All right. Let me continue here with the charges. So we're going to explain this very carefully.
All right, what's up?
Okay.
Let's get it.
And I want you guys to really pay attention to this. There's going to be a test at the end. Okay. Okay. So in this court, this is the West Court. We're in the West Court. And in case
it says charges, and there's like a caption in the middle. Charge number 1 is obstruction of business, November 2024, and that's in the West Court. Charge number 2 is Minor Crimes Act, December 2024. His actions in December 24, also in the West Court. Charge number 3, Minor Crimes Act, February 2025, West Court. And charge 4, obstruction of business, March 4th, 3 or 4 days before his court date. March 4th, 2025. And it's also in the West Side. It says future charges, East District, deepfake, female. So he is going to have to go to different trials for like the West Court, for like the West Court and the East Court. So this is not the end. There's going to be another trial. This is only the first trial.
In case you guys forgot, there's a difference between where he committed these crimes and other crimes. So Hongdae is where these crimes, the red dot is where these crimes went down. This is the criminal maps sheet, PowerPoint. I've played this one before, the red dot and the green dot, okay? Red dot is Hongdae. That's where this courthouse is near, and that's where most...
Bro, legal mindset, you should have chosen a different colored dot other than this green dot to the bottom right over here, in case you can't see it, because the most of the map is green. You should definitely pick a different color for the green dot, like a red dot and a blue dot or something.
These crimes were committed. Gem Shield, there were other crimes committed, and that's also where Hank lives, and he has been staying with Hank for the majority of this. And many of the crimes went down in Gem Shield. Okay, that's the Eastern District. So they have different courts. So we're in the West District, which you see number 8. We're in number 8. The East, where Hank lives, is number 4, which is Songpa-gu. It's in a neighborhood called Gem Shield. Right? It's east of Gangnam, where I am. I'm in Gangnam. Right there in Songpa.
Oh, but Gangnam, right? Stop.
My apartment's nicer, though. I guarantee. I guarantee. Yeah, COEX is in Gangnam. It's near Bunggungsa, which is one of my favorite temples. Middle of the city. It's beautiful. So here's the thing. I told you guys.
What's up?
I told you guys.
You told us
that
what?
There can be multiple cases going on in different districts.
Right.
So what has been confirmed is there is a 5th charge that nobody knew about.
He already surprised them with a 4th charge, but now he's saying there's a 5th charge that no one knew about. So again, Johnny's lawyer couldn't prep against that either. Oh, this is getting better for us and worse for Johnny.
Till stupid Ramsey decided to get drunk and talk shit, specifically talking shit about me, saying I don't know anything, whatever. He then proceeded to show he flashed a certain thing across the screen.
Okay, what's up?
And that was this document. When he was drunk last night, he flashed this document across the screen. Now, I know not everybody is fluent in Korean, so I'm going to tell you what it says. Hold on. The sharing may be a little buggy. So
I trust him.
Let me see if this works fine.
There we go. So.
Okay, let's see. Did that work out?
This one says deep fakes, stage 3 at prosecutor. So this is one of his other charges, the deep fake charge. And it's on right now. It's on stage 3. It's at the prosecutor. There's one count against it. Reference Article 14, Act on Special Cases Concerning Punishment of Sexual Crimes. Penalty per count up to 5 years in prison and fine up to 50 million Korean won, approximately $40,000 if obscene. Longer prison sentence and charges in digital sexual harassment may be added. Damn.
Well, maybe not. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna open and close this. this. Okay, let's stop sharing.
Okay.
And then cancel that. Okay, cool. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way.
Okay, waiting. Right. Still waiting, bro.
Here we go.
Bet.
Here it is.
Here we go. Okay,
So
expose
last
himself.
night, he was showing his chat. He's like, I have the paperwork. And he flashed this. Now, my Korean brothers and sisters, you can read this. But what this is this is something from the Eastern District. I'm going to tell you what this is. Sorry. I know some of you be squinting. This is a sex crime, which is the deep fake. This is the deep fake crime in Jamshil.
Okay.
And what this means is it's been referred from the police to the prosecutor. And he literally said, I don't understand this racial slur speak. And the racial slur he used began with a G. Well, guess what? We know people that speak the language of Korean. We know many people that speak the language of Korean.
Right.
And what we found out is that this has been referred by the police to the prosecution. So what that means is, if you're playing along at home, because I know some of you are, we've got the chart. Remember this chart, guys? I keep bringing this up. I brought this up a lot, but I bring this one up because it's very important. I want you guys to memorize this. This is what this is going to be on the test. This is very important. When things are at stage 1 or 2, they may just die. When you submit something to the police, they may ignore it. And then the police may investigate it and they may drop it. But in Korea, if you go from stage 2 to stage 3, if the police send it to the prosecutor, if you go from 2 to 3, on step 3, you have a 90% plus conviction rate, probably more like 98% conviction rate, which means they will charge you. We're at stage 3 now. We're at stage 3. He just confirmed, he literally told himself that in the Eastern District, there is a 5th charge, which has not been, the prosecutors haven't officially announced it yet, but it's coming. Which means, remember the theory I said, guys?
What's up?
That they're going to hit him with these little obstruction ones and they're going to trick him into pleading guilty. And then he's going to be screwed because he's a convicted criminal. And then they're going to hit him with deepfakes, which has serious jail time.
I do remember him saying that, like he's saying that they're gonna hit Johnny Somali with like the easier crimes, the lesser crimes first. But I wasn't sure that they could still hit him with crimes even after a trial has been concluded. I didn't realize they could still do that, but since they can, go ahead, South Korea, do your thing, baby, do your thing. Feeling it.
That just happened. He confirmed it. And he did it because he's a drunk idiot. And the fact that he decided to do a broken, mind break, drunken stream the night of his charges, and he wanted to be this wild, crazy character, the court can't touch me, this and that, it actually backfired in his face. It is hilarious. It is.
I mean, of course it did. Again, does he not know he's being watched? Like, people are watching this kid, this boy. Like, so why would you go on stream and then do all this stupid stuff that further incriminates you? Why would you further willingly incriminate yourself? I guess not willingly, but why would you further incriminate yourself without even thinking? Like, come on, man. Like, of course, people are gonna send it to the judge or are gonna clip everything he said for that one segment. That's so crazy. Like, why would you not think that?
Absolutely hilarious. And he doesn't even realize what these mean, what these charges are. He's just being told by Hank, oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. When you have...
Hank is making fun. Hank is screwing him over.
a sexual crime, a sexual deep fake. That is serious time. For those people playing along at home.
Right, what's up?
This was from earlier, but I now fixed the numbers here.
Okay.
Deepfakes are, he's now at stage 3. There's one of them at stage 3. Now, mind you, there's others. This is one for a female. So it's likely Bong Bong. This is likely Bong Bong's deepfake. Okay?
So this is only one of the counts against Johnny Somali for deepfake. This is only one of the accounts right now. Holy shit.
This can be up to 5 years and 50 million won if it's not sexual, but if it's longer, if it's includes harassment. Sorry, digital sexual harassment. So there's serious time on this. And there can even be more time, more depending on if it goes distributing it or not, whatever. But even just possessing it is enough. So you're tacking on more jail time. And mind you, this is in a case that may take forever. Let's go back to the charges. I want to explain these real quick. Okay. Here's what happened in court.
I'm not tripping, right? Like did he give Johnny like a small bit of cash or some shit? No. I'm not about to rewind it. Like, hold on. Okay, yeah, I gotta rewind it. Hold on.
He knew about more jail time ever, but even just so if it's one for deep fakes, or he's now at stage 3. There's one of them at stage 3. Yep, bong up to 5. If it's there can even be. So you're tacking on more jail time. And mind you, this is in a case that may take forever. Let's go back to the charges. I want to explain these real quick. Okay. Here's what happened in court. He knew about number 1. He knew about number 2 and number 3. Okay. He had no fucking clue about number 4. Literally, the face on his attorney when they started talking about this new.
He's saying the 4th charge, like the 4th charge Johnny got hit with. He didn't know. He didn't know anything about it. Neither did the attorney.
New obstruction charge, the one I just brought up 2 days ago. This is how his lawyer looked, and him. This was literally his defense lawyer's face when they talked about the last charge.
Isn't it charge?
When they talked about, oh yeah, there's another obstruction charge. He's
Holy
like,
shit.
What?
Johnny is.
They had no clue.
Yeah, the poor lawyer thought his day was over. He's gonna go to sleep, go back. He's gonna go home, go to his wife, embrace her, and then just enjoy a nice night. Sorry, guy. Sorry. That's out the and nah.
It was so great. It was lovely. Lovely. And I think the thing is they really don't understand what's coming at them, and they don't understand that more charges can come even now. Okay, so charge number 1, obstruction of business. So we talked about what that is for. That's for the convenience store. So charge number 1 is for the convenience store. When he was yelling at the worker and, drinking the soju when he throws the ramen, that's number 1. Can you guys guess what charge number 2, the Minor Crimes Act, is for?
What's it for?
From going around with the dead fish and harassing people.
Oh, I remember that.
The prosecutor was very specific. The prosecutor said specifically that he was going around and harassing people with a dead fish.
I remember him doing
for
that.
no reason, and it made them uncomfortable. So those things together, harassing someone with the fish, multiple people harassing them, no reason, and they felt uncomfortable. Together, he's done. Okay, let's talk about charge number 3. Charge number 3 was the bus in the subway. And this is hilarious, guys. I was talking to my friends. We may have had the first time with charge number 3, the Minor Crimes Act that was added in February. We may have had the first instance anywhere where a Korean court used the word twerking. I'm not kidding. The word twerking was used to describe this crime.
Imagine being like the South Korean law person who had to do that, put that in there. He was twerking. Like, imagine having to put that word in the fucking files, the official files. Twerking. He was twerking on the stage. Obviously, it's not funny. Like, the action itself is not him. What he did is not funny. But, like, you know what I'm saying, right? Like, the law person typing twerking into the... Come on, man.
I mean, literally, the prosecutor said he was dancing and twerking.
Twerking.
It was actually hilarious. It was actually really hilarious. Turk. The Korean pronunciation is cute. I like it.
Wait, what is it? What's the Korean? Was that the Korean pronunciation? Turk.
It was actually hilarious.
Was that it?
It was actually really hilarious. Turk.
That's cute. That's adorable.
The Korean pronunciation is cute. I like it.
That's actually it.
So that was number 3. And they had no idea about number 4. So number 4, they had no idea about. The only people who have really mentioned it is me, and we don't know what it's for. So we don't know for charge number 4 what business they're talking about being obstructed. We have no clue. He has 2 obstruction of business claims, and they stack. So what that means is that each count can give him 5 years in prison. He has 2. So he has a maximum just from this of 10 years. And then the deepfakes could be 5, 7, even 10 themselves just for one count.
The deepfakes are a more serious crime, so hopefully it'll be more than 5. So that's definitely over 10 years being.
So think about that. Even let's be conservative. Let's say deepfakes is 5. So now he's got up to a maximum of 15. And so even if he gets no time on one and he gets 1 year on the other and 2 years on the last, that's 3 years, guys, in addition to how long they take. Because the time doesn't start till his very last case is closed.
Wait, okay, so even if they go easy on him like Japan did, it's still roughly like he could still get 3 years, right? Like maybe not minimum, but like he could still get 3 years, right? He could get way more. And then there's like it sounds like there's gonna be a third trial. So like until all the trials are done, all these years, this time could stack, and the time doesn't start until after the last trial. He could do like over 10 years. He could do like 15, 17 years or something, right? Or he could do like 3 or 2. I don't know. Whatever. But if he goes 17 years would be great. 17 years would be great. 17 years.
His very last case is closed. Think about that. That's going to be a long time because his second case, the Eastern District case, hasn't even started, guys.
Okay, that was abrupt. So yeah, the second trial hasn't even started yet. It's a possibly right now he's gonna get at max 5 years, possibly right now, at max 5 years. We can keep hoping for more. We can. Now, I was going to react to the Oooooooooh video for this, but it seems like him and Legal Mindset were together for the trial, and so Oooooooooh's video is probably going to be the same thing. So I'm gonna leave this here for now, right? And we're gonna catch back up after the next trial. But right now it's looking good. You know what I'm saying? Right now is at max 5 years, right? So I'm gonna continue to look at things from an at max perspective, right? I'm hoping for the best. So at max 5 years. The only thing I'm sorry about is that the Koreans are using their tax money to pay for him to be in prison. I'm sorry about that, but I am happy I will be happy that he'll be doing time. And I'm hoping right now he'll be doing the max of each trial sentence. And right now that's 5 years. So I'll see you guys next time after the next trial. I'll try not to be late on that one, I promise. But I like this. This is good so far. This is good news. You know what I'm saying? 2024 was like a dumpster fire. 2025 is like, I'm vibing with it. You feel me? I like 2025 right now. 2025 has been pretty good. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As always, link to the Legal Mindset, his channel and video will both be in the description below. Be sure to check him out. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel because your boy is trying to hit like 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. But anyway, as always, thank you for watching. And yeah, don't forget to do those 3 things I like to ask you to do, and like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos. Yeah. And you know what it is after that, in case I don't see you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace. Much love to you.